Hi! Today I'll be making this cute 80s sticker set of a unicorn and a mixtape. Now, before we get into coloring, I want to show you guys what my sketching process looks like. I've never drawn a unicorn before, so I felt that this would definitely be interesting. I made a few sketches of the unicorn because I felt that the first one was a little too detailed, and I decided on this last one after I resized it. I started coloring the unicorn in with the basic round brush that just comes with Photoshop because I think if I were to use a textured brush, the edges wouldn't look as clean and clear as I would want them to be. And I usually just use the textured brushes for the line work and any coloring inside the basic shape. I had a lot of fun coming up with the color palette for these stickers, and it was actually pretty easy since I already knew I wanted it to be a nice rainbow color palette, and I think it really fits the 80s vibe. I was very inspired by Lisa Frank and My Little Pony with the unicorn design, and I made sure to add plenty of sparkles in the end. It was also really fun coloring in the rainbow hair. Coloring in this tail was interesting to say the least. I made sure that when I sketched her, I made sure that I had clear idea of what the different segments of hair would be because I knew I was going to do different colors. And when I did color it in, I kind of knew what I was doing, but I also ended up having to go around it again and just move everything over. So really the whole time I was coloring in the hair, I was more so just putting blobs of color down and then moving them around a bit more and just seeing what works. The sparkles were really fun to draw. I actually originally had planned for there to be freckles all over the unicorn, and you can see it in the sketch, but I didn't end up going with that because it kind of just looked a little weird when I did it with the different colors. I don't know, but I did stick with the sparkles on the unicorn's back, and it's kind of like an homage to the My Little Pony like cutie marks, I think they're called. And I also added quite a bit of blush with a nice textured brush because I did want to have a little bit of texture since it was kind of looking a little flat. And I ended up also changing the eye. It originally was supposed to look like it was closed and that the unicorn, had like long eyelashes, but it didn't really work out when I was doing the liner, so I just made it look a little cartoony eye. With the mixtape sketch, I actually used a design I made near the end of 2019, I believe, and I made it for a program I was in at the time. It was a mentorship program, and we got to make stickers that would be screen printed, which was really cool. And I made my design really simple because it was only going to be one color, and it was going to be screen printed. But now, since this is digital, I can go all out and do whatever I want. So I was very excited about that. As I started to color in the mixtape, I realized that I didn't really quite have a good picture of what I wanted to do color placement wise. So I did a few thumbnails with different color palettes or color placements, and I also put them next to the unicorn to make sure that the color distribution looked good. And I ended up going with the nice pink one in the end, and I'm really glad I did. I feel like it looks really good with unicorn, and all of the colors feel like they're pretty even and there's nothing too distracting. But I also actually really like the other ones that I made, so maybe I'll have to just make more mixtape stickers. I am actually a big fan of 80s patterns, and I really wanted to include one in the sticker when I originally made it back in 2019. And I wanted it to look like an arcade carpet from the 80s with the shapes and the lines and even the colors. And definitely, yeah, it's definitely my aesthetic. My aesthetic is arcade carpet from the 80s. And here's the finished product. I'm currently selling these stickers as well as many other stickers in my Etsy shop right now. If you want to go check it out, I have a link to it in the description as well as my social medias. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!